21.
Yeah.
And then I got locked up.
Oh shit. So
for a little bit.
I was listening to the song. I think it's called Listo, right?
Oh yeah, like Listo. That's for one of the homies.
And okay, because you were talking about how it's hard, you know.
Yeah,
to
shit's crazy.
do time and shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, not everybody can do fucking 10 years and shit.
Yeah.
Y resulta que tú también, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. From like what ages to what ages?
Only a year and change.
It still sucks though, I imagine, bro.
Oh yeah, it sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Being away from home, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Where'd you go?
No, well, I was only in county, but in Orange County.
Okay.
So from Orange County, they wanted to give me 10 years, bro. Damn. They wanted to give me 10 years. I got caught for some weight, dude. For some, it was heroin. So they wanted to throw the book at me, but thank God they didn't, dude.
So what was it like? Was it like you just had a really either good public defender, or did you end up getting like a really good fucking lawyer?
I got a lawyer, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lawyer. The lawyer helped me out. My brother actually got the lawyer. He said, "You want me to bail you out, or you want me to just get a lawyer?" I was like, "Nah, I'll just stay in here. There's no point to go out and come back in. You know what I mean?"
So you had to fight that shit. You legitimately fight it.
Yeah.
You didn't end up taking any. ¿Cómo se dice? Because I know sometimes you get some offers, no?
No, yeah, I did get offers. So from 10 it went to 7, from 7 it went to 5, from 5 it went to 3 with half.
Yeah.
So with halftime.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just like a county. They call it a prison county term, a county prison term.
For sure.
So if it's non-violent, since I didn't have a gun, I just had drugs.
Okay.
So it was just transportation and sales, and those were the charges.
Yeah.
So since I only have that, if it's not violent, you don't go upstate. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So I just ended up doing my time in the county. They let me go from the county, and that was it. And then I got out, and I did good. It was tough, dude. It was tough because it's like, you know, I had never been locked up before, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Never. My family has. I have family that has done 15, 16 years, 10 years, 7 years, you know, a bunch of time. But not me. You know, not me. I was always, you know, I was always like,
was it for like
mom, dude? You know,
was it like for similar bail and shit?
For that I got locked up again?
Yeah.
It was a violation.
Okay.
It was a violation because I got transferred from bounded over from Orange County to LA County, and from LA County they fucking violated me as soon as they brought me over here. And then ended up doing another couple months over here at Wayside by Magic Mountain, and then from there another 2 months in a drug rehab program.
Okay.
So I was in there with a bunch of crackheads. You know, no disrespect to them.
For sure. Hey, but how do you feel about that shit, bro? Like, since you can say like you were in that program, right? And it's called rehabilitation for a reason.
Yeah.
Do you think that shit works?
No, it does work, dude. It does work. It does work because you know, being in the music, I started when I was like 14, dude. So being in the music is like, it's always alcohol and drugs and you know, shit like that.
Sure.
And from there it's kind of, you gotta be a real strong-willed person to not fall into either side, or you know, to both, because with the alcohol comes the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So since 14, you know, it was tough. It's like it's a habit. It's just a habit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a habit. And I never knew I had a problem until I went there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And the time, what age were you when you finally realized that you had an issue?
When I got out of being locked up.
Right. But what age did you have?
I think I was 23.
Okay. So that's hella fucking years. 7 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fucking almost 8 years of this malady, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just like fucking partying,
yeah,
dude,
doing
everything because you're part of the fucking. You want, as a musician, right? Like you kind of want to be the life of the party.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's part of the scene.
Right? Well, the whole thing is like you're just, you don't realize it, bro. You don't realize what's going on. You're just in it. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get up today and I'm gonna go kick it with my friends and I'm gonna go do a couple lines and it's okay. No, it's not like that. It's more like you don't realize that you're fucking up. You're just living your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's so normalized.
It's so normalized until one day you realize, like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I got that violation for my probation, I felt pissed because I felt like it was unjustified. Like, what the fuck? I did my time. I'm doing good. Why am I getting a violation? Why am I back in county over here in LA? You know, the whole thing about that was me. The whole thing I hate about being locked up, it's not really being locked up. It's dealing with people. You know, because you're in such close proximity to everybody.
So in general, so like, let's say you're not in prison.
Yeah.
In general, do you still have issues like dealing with people?
With people? No.
Or do you just mean like specifically within
a
the
certain
context?
type of people? You know, because you know when
shitty
you
fools,
go,
pretty much,
with
right?
shitty fools. Because when you get locked up, and you have to either run paisa, you have to run homie. Obviously, not fucking wood. I'm not white, so you know, and it's like you're in there, and as a paisa, because I'm a paisa, you know. And running as a paisa, you know, you get picked on a lot of there, or they try to bully you, or they try to intimidate you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in there, it's not like, even though you know you could beat whoever is talking shit, or you may lose, so you may get your ass whooped, but it'll end at that. No, it doesn't end at that. You will get jumped by everybody in that.
Because it's politics, right?
Because it's politics. You know, your ass will get jumped. So it's you have to take shit sometimes.
So you basically gotta be quote unquote the bitch.
Yeah.
And it probably like
because the paisas are so little compared to the homies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're always trying to pick on the paisas.
I don't understand why there has to be beef between Mexicans.
Mexicans, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand that either.
That's fucking retarded.
I don't understand that either. When their parents are paisas, bro.
Exactly. So what do you think is that like inferiority complex? Or superiority complex.
They feel superior. They feel superior, and they try to make you feel inferior. You know what I mean? So
why do you think though? Why like literally fool is like literally is like if I thought that about you because I not like literally like a paisa, although I'm kind of like I'm a hybrid, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a hybrid. Like I love the music. I love the culture. Sometimes I wear botas. Sometimes I wear this.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be what I'm gonna do all the time either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really hard. Like if I went to prison, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Yeah. So that's the only thing I hated about it. So I got out of there, and then I thought I was getting released, and then they told me, no, you're going to a drug rehab program, Tarzana, over there in Tarzana, California. And I was like, fuck, like no way, like, you know, because I have a son. I have a.
So you were looking forward to reconnecting?
Yeah, that and I have really bad like baby mama problems. You know what I mean?
Well, good luck with that,
So
brother.
you know, I have really bad baby mama problems and
like to the point where you guys got like fucking
custody. To the point where when I was locked up, she tried to take full custody for me to give up parental rights to my son.
Right.
You know? So when I got locked up again and I thought I was gonna get out, I was like, fuck, now I'm really gonna lose my son, you know?
Right.
And I'm really not gonna see him. I'm fucked. Sure. You know, but then I got in there in the first couple of days I was miserable. I was just miserable, and then you all day when you're in a rehab, all day you're just in and out of classes. You have like 5-minute, 10-minute periods before the next lesson, the next session. Like it's always constant.
There's a lot of structure.
Yeah.
Which is probably what foods like that need anyways, right?
Yeah, it's exactly what they need. And that's what I needed. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it till I got there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know it till I got there, and I was like, what the fuck? No way. Like, yeah, you're right. Because just how we're talking about, you know, homies and paisas or whatever, how you feel better than somebody else. You know, sometimes you see somebody that's a straight tweaker or a straight fucking junkie, and you're like, oh, well, I only snorted coke.
You're like, I ain't like this.
I ain't like this fool.
Yeah.
But you're a piece of shit
but
yourself.
You're there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're there. What does that say?
For sure.
You know, so whatever. I finished that and I got out. And then I was doing my music, bro. I was doing my music. I was seeing my son again, you know, through the court system. Which sucks, dude. It's pretty much one-sided, man. The court system, I feel like it's just one-sided towards the mother.
They always go towards the woman first.
Always towards the woman first.
Despite all the evidence.
Despite all the evidence, despite I'm here, despite I'm there, despite whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and like I'm telling you, I was going through some real tough times, man, and I just didn't know what to do, so I started this group called Los Nuevos Tremendos, and it was me on the bajo sexto. It was Armandito on the bass. He now plays for this group they just started, Grupo Viada. Shout out Grupo Viada. And Pretty much, it was him. Oh, Yosimar on the drums and my friend David.
Okay.
On the accordion.
Yeah.
So, we were doing it. We were doing good. And then little by little, I started fucking up again. Like, we're partying and all that shit. And then from there, I don't know, I got a little too comfortable, Sometimes you lose sight of what...
The end goal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes in some moments, like, you're super driven, right?
Yeah.
The motivation, you're like, man, I'm ready to work, I'm ready to get this and that.
And then the like first obstacle, like...
It gets comfortable.
You get comfortable and you're just like, whatever, I'm good.
Yeah.
But you lose the sight. Like, I've been wanting to... I love music. I wrote my first song when I was 10 years old, Started playing when I was 13, 14 years old.
So what was your inspiration in that moment? As a 10-year-old boy, you're not even hitting puberty yet.
No.
Right? So it's kind of like, what motivated you to be like, fuck it, I'm going to pick up this pen, this pencil, start writing and shit? And
the thing was that my cousin used to sing. He used to sing, and not really sing. His name is Saul Chavarin. He used to sing, but not like professionally. He just used to sing. He had just gotten out from prison. He was in the federal prison system. He got out. He did 7 years. And he got out. Well, before he went in, I used to sing with him, and he used to take me to this spot that's in Linwood.
Yeah.
It's called Mariscos en la Garín. And that's where all the paisas used to go back then, All the like rancholo style paisas. You know what I mean? The bald-headed paisas with the Lincoln Town cars.
All right. Like the fools that were cruising on Pacific.
Yeah. Like back in the day.
That was my older brother.
Like that. Yeah, so all those cats used to be over there at Mariscos en la Garín.
Okay.
So he used to take me over there. He got locked up, and then I was like 12. When I wrote my first song, I was 10, and I wrote it because he had gotten locked up when I was 7, I think. 7. And since a young age, man, I think from like 5 forward, I think you start remembering. Those were those are some of my earliest memories, just being with him.
Just kicking it, getting that vibe, right?
Dude, with all the older cats.
But you can feel the vibe though, right? Like you know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, and he put me up on game on a lot of things, like like just certain things, So he gets locked up, and then when he comes out, he puts me to sing again. So I'm 12, and I started singing, and that time I already wrote one song for one of our friends, a family friend, rest in peace. His name was Chris. He got killed New Year's Day, bro. He got killed New Year's Day. We're all chilling in the front, and then he goes to the store. And on the way back, he gets murdered in the corner, bro. On New Year's Day.
Just cold-blooded shit?
Cold-blooded shit. Shot him.
What, was it targeted or was it kind of accidental?
It was targeted. They wanted to kill him. Bro. And they did. Who wanted to kill him, I don't know, but...
Not too sure.
But I know that he had a lot of enemies. Everybody knew that. So he got shot. He died in my cousin's arms. My cousin ran over and died in his arms. So that's what inspired me to write that song for him, And I wrote it with a tonada from a song from Los Nuevos Rebeldes, right? So basically, it was just like that. That was my start to composing music, my initiation, right? 12 years old, I started singing again. At 14, my brother, I had started to like tagging, right? For some fucking reason, I became a tagger.
But isn't that still interesting though? How like even though you're already initiating your life as a paisa, like this LA street culture is still really influential.
It's provocative, bro. It's intriguing. It's something that just calls you like, oh shit, being that bad boy,
Right. That's the thing, though, right?
Yeah. Wearing those Dickie pants, wearing those Air Force, wearing whatever.
Yeah.
It's just.
Even though that as soon as you start getting close to that, you start being put into that category, right?
Yeah.
By the cops, by other gangbangers, etc., etc. So I feel like everything that's provocative has a very expensive price.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Everything has an expensive price, especially like the better you think you look or act.
Being that way, you feel like you're a tough guy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't mess with me. But I never got too much into that because my brother snatched me away from that real quick. My brother Tony, he plays with Comando Suicida, which was the group that I played for 8 years.
Okay.
Right? So my brother pulls me out. He says, "That's it. You." I got caught tagging, I think, by the cops.
Roughly what age?
Like 13.
Okay. So that's the beginning of the next stage of your life.
So I was going into high school.
Yeah.
It was my 9th grade.
Were you going to go to Linwood High?
I went to Fireball High.
Okay.
I went to Fireball.
I'm familiar with it.
So I went to Fireball High from 9th to 11th grade. So he pulls me to the side. He says, "This whole summer you're not going down. This summer you're gonna learn how to play the guitar, and you're gonna start singing or whatever." And I'm like, "All right, fuck it, cool." I always wanted to learn.
Okay.
Because I used to just sing. So I learned, bro, in 2 months. And he left to Texas, and then when he came back, I already knew how to play.
Did you learn just through the tone, or did you actually like YouTube shit and?
No, my brother taught me the steps that he knew. You know, whatever he knew, he just taught me whatever he knew. He passed on whatever musical knowledge he had to me, and from there, you know, I just loved it, dude. I loved it, and I just fell in love with it, and everything was just like, fuck, I want to learn this new, I want to learn that new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then from there it was just like a love, like I fucking loved it. You know, I was el tres letras, Leo, Leo, el tres letras they used to call me, and then I wrote and then from there I started writing songs again. I wrote El Tubby, I wrote El Canario, I wrote a few songs, and then I was doing covers of Adelaide Perez when Adelaide Perez was like the shit, and Adelaide Perez was like, I was like his biggest fan, you know, he was my idol, you know, musically. So, you know, from there, bro, I fell in love with it, and then I remember I saved my money because me and my brother used to go play as El Tres Letras and El Desconocido. They used to call my brother Tony, El Desconocido de Sinaloa. So we used to go play together. We used to charge $50 an hour, bro, and people would literally put us for 13, 14 hours. You know?
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
But like back to back?
All just back to back, 15-minute breaks in between.
But for a young man, that's fucking fatty, I know.
Boy, being in high school, it was, because I mean, well, $50, we used to split it between both of us, you know?
25. That's still way more than the average population. Minimum wage.
Let's say 10 hours, right? Let's say 10 hours times 25, you know? What is that, 250? Something like that? Yeah. You know, so
split it in half.
You know, no.
Oh, that's per your side.
Per person, 250. Yeah. Being in 9th grade, you know, showing up to 9th grade with $250 every fucking Monday.
Fresh as fuck
all the time, you know, with my clothes, with my little crew, with my posse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Singing at the lunch tables with my guitar. That was when nobody used to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing.
What year was that, bro?
That was 2009.
Okay.
That was 2009.
Junior year?
Junior. No, that's freshman year.
Okay.
Freshman is 9th grade, right?
Yeah,
freshman year.
Yeah.
Freshman year, bro, and I remember being the only person with a guitar. Nobody used to play. Okay. I got a gang of friends now that play the accordions, that play the guitar.
But you started that shit.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I started it, but I was definitely one of the pioneers of youngsters
in that area.
In all of LA.
For real.
Bro, there was nobody else. Who was there? Los Elementos or some shit like that. Okay. And like older groups, just like old groups, but no youngsters.
But not like. Because I could see this, bro. Because obviously I was in high school during the same time period, and by the time I was a freshman, like the culture of paisas was already established at HP.
Yeah.
But HP is like generationally fucking paisa already anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of going on, and I remember when I was a freshman, you know, that's when you start making a choice. Like, what's my identity?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've always been the type of personality where like I'm really cool with pretty much anybody, and so I had friends that were already paisas. And you know, they were coming through with the fucking cintos and the nice little shoes and shit and the chains. And I was like, I really like you guys. And I'd hang out sometimes, you know? And then, but I was also a football player.
Yeah.
So that was another world.
That's a whole nother world. That's that jockey lifestyle.
Yeah, of athletes.
Yeah.
But then I was cool as fuck with the nerds and the goths. So I was that type of fucking kid that was just walking around campus and everyone was like, yo, what's up? And I thought I was cool as fuck. Because I was like, I'm not really judging people based off of their appearance. I'm just kind of vibing with everybody without being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Which is uncommon for the jocks.
Yeah.
Because, you know, those fools got there with shit.
Fucking meatheads and shit.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's the typical, stereotypical, you know?
Yeah, but back to, you know, you kind of being like one of the pioneers.
Oh, no, I was definitely one of the pioneers, and I say that shit with great pride, and anybody who wants to discredit me can try to.
You're like, what's up, fool? Bring the facts.
Whoever wants to, and they know it. You know, I have certain friends that are with groups that are doing it now, you know? And I'm gonna just throw this out there because I want it to be known, you know.
Sure.
So for it could be one of those moments that I know and you know, and you want to act like you, or it's a few people, dude. Because I've been through some shit, bro. I've been through some shit, and everybody turned their fucking back on me. And what I'm doing now, me being here with you, these are all steps for my comeback.
Absolutely.
And I have to live up to my word. I can't just come and speak in front of a camera, in front of a mic, and talk bullshit. You know, I have to live up to it. So, you know, all these people that are now doing it, I'm so happy for them. I'm literally like, genuinely so happy for them, you know, that they're doing good. You know, I did good, Comando Suicida. Not everybody was on Comando Suicida. Everybody. All these dudes that fucking play music in these well-known groups, and I'm not gonna say who they are, but if they ever listen to this, they'll know. Like, it'll hit them like a fucking rock. You know what I mean? They know that they were fans. You know what I mean? They were fans. They would say, damn, bro. They would go up to my shows, and they would go to the tocadas, my gigs, and they'll just be watching, and they'll be like, damn, bro, that's dope. Now that they got their time to shine, and even if I see them somewhere, like, hey, what's up, compa? They'll like,
they act like you're a ghost.
Like, they won't even acknowledge me, bro. You know? And that shit hurts, dude. It hurts. But it's like, it's okay. That's what happens when people get a little bit of fame. You know? You get a little bit of fame in LA, okay. There's a lot of groups that have a lot of fame in LA.
You know, but you know what that says, bro? People don't have any character or any real values.
They don't have real values, bro.
Because this is what I've come to understand. Like, money, power, it doesn't corrupt people. It just shows who they really are.
Their true colors.
So these fools were always whack.
They were always whack, yeah. And they'll probably be that way the rest of their lives. You know, but that's okay because that's them and not me. I don't let it faze me.
Right.
It's just the point that I want to bring up, you know, because we've been kind of all over the place, you know. But you know, it's crazy because, like I said, I was one of the pioneers as a youngster, 14 years old. I mean, my videos will back it up on YouTube, and all these other videos of all these other dudes started coming when we got out of high school, you know. And I remember I used to see him, I used to be like, what? This guy? No way he's that good at the accordion. Okay. No way he's that good at the guitar.
Okay.
Wow, he's really good.
Right.
Wow, how did he do that? I wish I knew how to do that. That's good. Damn, he's badass. And I used to admire their talent because it takes dedication, bro, to be able to be good at something.
Especially an instrument, bro.
An instrument. There's things that are God-given, and there's things that are just dedication. You know what I mean?
Right. So what you're saying is that some of those guys weren't necessarily the most gifted or the most talented, but you give them a lot of props because they worked really fucking hard to get to where they got.
They worked really hard, yeah. They worked really hard, and they're there, and I'm happy for them, you know. I'm happy for them, and it's crazy, dude, how you know, when you go down a certain path in life, because drugs definitely were a big part, you know, like that fucked with my outcome, you know what I mean? That fucked with everything. So
in what sense? I do want to kind of like have that. To some people it's obvious.
Yeah, to some people, whoever knows me, you know?
Yeah.
But to the people who don't know me, it's like, I always have my dream, and it'll forever be my dream to the day I die. You know, that I used to just, like, my dream, bro, just to fucking make it in music, bro. Just to make it in music, and to be able to, just to be able to be known, respected. You know what I mean? To be able to be known and respected as a... Can you type your address right there, please? To be known and respected as a musician, as a person who writes music, as a pioneer of the style, bro, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's my manager. He's running a little late.
Yeah, I imagine.
So, and then my dream kind of died out, bro. It kind of died out because I let the lifestyle get to me.
At least you're not blaming fucking society.
No. I'm a person that takes full responsibility for his actions, and every action has a reaction. You know what I mean? Everything you do.
And it starts with our thoughts.
With our thoughts,
right? Like, so a lot of people tend to talk shit about people that are really good at visualizing, right?
Yeah.
And manifesting, right? It's not bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Like, everything we do starts like here, and then it goes here, and then it becomes our actions.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where we either elevate ourselves or we end up fucking digging ourselves a fucking ditch, and we end up putting fucking dirt all over ourselves, and then we're there.
No, and there's people that do that, bro, and they never come out of that hole.
For sure. I know too many people.
They never come out of that hole. Like, there's so many gifted and talented people, dude, that you just see them and you're just like, fuck. And then it comes to me. That's how people have felt about me.
You're like, damn, fool, that's me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it comes to me like, fuck, people have thought that about me. There's people who genuinely care for me, bro. Who genuinely care. So, I got lost in the sauce, basically. You know what I mean? I got lost in the sauce. I got comfortable with making $100 an hour at a gig. You know what I mean? When I was never thinking, why am I doing this for money? Why am I now doing this for money when it used to be my passion? You know, I lost the excitement, the rush to write new shit. Then it just became kind of like, you know,
so it became a job.
Became a job, dude. It became a job. You know, I was 17 and I started buying my own cars. You know, I had all the SRTs, the fucking Viper trucks. You know, I had my own cars and I would pay them off. And you know, and it was kind of just like working and playing to pay all those things off. You know, I had fresh ass gear, I had fresh ass cars that nobody had. You know what I mean?
So in a sense, you became a slave to your own desires.
Yes. And then from there, I don't know, bro. I just fucking slacked. I slacked off completely. I slacked off, and that led me to lose respect from a lot of people. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why. Maybe sometimes I think maybe that's why people act the way they think. Because I wonder how many people that don't know me, bro, don't like me because of shit that people have told them without even knowing me. Because if you get to know me, I'm a super cool person. I just met you, and I'm an open book, dude. You know, I'm not. Once I get going, it's just like
there's no stopping the train.
There's not, dude. I mean, if there's something to be said, let's say it. You know what I mean?
I believe that.
If there's something to be said, let's say it, because there's a lot of people who never address the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? And then the music career is one of the dirtiest businesses and the most fakest people you will ever meet. You know what I mean?
I feel like business in general is very scam-like.
But what happened to making music, dude? What happened to making genuine music?
I feel like that shit died like decades ago. Before Hollywood became a thing, you know, because I feel like I'm not necessarily saying that you're Hollywood or you're trying to be part of the Hollywood scene, but I see it kind of as a parasite, right? Like this idea. That's why earlier when you were talking about success, I was like, fuck, sometimes we gotta redefine success. Yeah. Because if success means fucking going out like Chalino or some shit, like, is that really what I want?
It's not worth it. That's a very good thing you just said, bro. Last time, I get a lot of people on Instagram. On Instagram, a lot of people DM me, bro. A lot of people, and they show their love. Cause, you know, I got shot.
Yeah.
I got shot.
You want to talk about that story?
We'll talk about it in a bit. But, you know, with everything that happened to me, bro, I lost all fucking hope. I lost all hope. They told me I would never walk again. I was on life support. They told my mom, disconnect him. The kid's gonna be a fucking vegetable. He ain't gonna be able to walk. If he wakes up, he's gonna be in a wheelchair. And my mom said, fuck no, I'm not disconnecting him. Fuck no. If I gotta take him home and take care of him till the day he dies, then that's what I'm gonna do. You know, and that's the love of a mother. So,
specifically a Mexican mother.
You know, a lot of different ethnicities, they'll just be like, oh, let him go with God, you know.
Yeah.
And they'll just let you go.
Right.
Imagine my mom would have done that. I wouldn't have been sitting here, bro. It saddens my soul, bro, you know, to talk about stuff like this because what happened to me, not because I was a bad person. Or maybe I was, you know, and I don't even know it. But me, judging myself, and I blame myself for a lot of it. Like, how didn't I see all these red flags? How didn't I see, you know what I mean? How could I be so trusting? How could I be so naive? You know what I mean? Because it doesn't, it hurt me physically. It hurt me mentally, of course. Mentally more than anything. You know, a lot of people see me, they're like, you did not get shot that many fucking times. I got shot 25 times, bro.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I got shot 25 times, bro. 25 times.
I mean, I'm gonna take your word, obviously. I mean, there's no point to fucking lie about some shit like that. But 25 is almost like basically like it's literally impossible,
right?
To still be alive,
right? To be walking, to be sitting here, to be talking to you,
to do what you love to do.
And that's my whole point that I'm trying to get to. That's why I'm here with you, bro. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking about everything. You know, I want people to understand me, who Leito Diaz is.
The story, bro.
The story.
People need to hear the story.
People need it. It's my testimony, bro. And I think people need to be aware that the people you think are your fucking friends, and people tell you there is no friends, and you're a youngster, and you're like, oh no, he's my friend. He's my fucking friend, and you fucking tell your mom otherwise, and your mom tells you he's not your friend. Mm-hmm. And you fucking argue with your mom, and you act stupid with your mom, or your parents say, your dad. I never had a dad, you know. I have, my dad lives, but he just didn't raise me, you know, for whatever reason. But you know, you don't understand. You don't understand what it really what they're telling you. You know, you don't understand what they're telling you. I'm a father. You know, I have a son. And I haven't been put to a test yet where my son goes around a certain fucking Johnny or whatever, you know? And for me to tell him, I have a bad vibe about that kid, you know?
But it's gonna come.
But it's gonna come. It's gonna come. Because I think we all have that intuition, that instinct, you know? And
survival instinct,
you know,
bro.
And I think that once you become a parent, and especially mothers, I think they have that fucking instinct that just says, this kid is fucking good for my son. And and that day that happened to me, bro, it was the craziest shit, you know? I got shot at 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30, something like that in the morning, by someone who I really thought was my friend, you know? I trusted him.
Like, they were the person that did it, or they were the person that organized the situation in order for you to get...
No, it was the person directly that did that to me, my own friend.
That's some next level shit, bro.
The person that I thought was truly my friend, bro. The person that I thought was truly my friend. I'm not gonna get too much into details to not, you know.
For sure.
You know, because it's some crazy shit. But, you know, I got shot inside of my truck. Him sitting right next to me. Fucking shot me. I fell to the floor, dude. He shot me inside the truck, sitting right next to me inside the truck. Let off a clip, and I fall to the floor. He lets off another. And, you know, I remember just yelling for help, bro. I remember just yelling for help because I thought that was it. I remember I felt my fucking ear come off. Well, what I thought was my ear coming off, but it was actually me getting shot twice in the neck while I was on the floor, bro. All my fucking hands, they don't fold. My fingers don't fold no more. I'm all shot up all everywhere. My whole fucking body. My whole chest, I'm open from here all the way up to the bottom of my ear. Open heart surgery. They took out my fucking guts, cut them up, sewed them up.
What the fuck?
Bro, fucking 4 times in the chest, a bunch in the side. All over my fucking arm, my hands, ear, neck, stomach. You know? Like, how is it that first of all, how is it that happens? How can somebody have such a black heart, dude? How could you do that to somebody, you know? How could you deceive somebody like that, you know? How can you be so deceiving? I'll never understand. And for a while, I carried it in my heart. I carried a lot of hate in my heart, you know? Like, I would just stay home. Because this only happened 1 year and 2 months ago.
That situation that you're describing was a year ago?
1 year ago.
Wow, bro.
1 year ago.
I don't even know what to say right now, bro.
Me either, bro. Every day the doctors will go in. Every day the doctors will go into the room and they'll be like, look, man, we see people get shot, but we never seen nobody get shot so many times. And we can't even believe that you came out of that life support. You either have the biggest guardian angel in the world. I don't know who your mom prays to. I don't know who you pray to. I don't know what you believe in. But keep doing it because you're still alive, bro. And you have a purpose in this life. The doctors would tell me that. Most of these doctors aren't religious.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, they're kind of scientists, right?
Yeah, most of these doctors aren't religious. They're
really
atheists.
Believe in God.
You know?
But you know what I love about moments like that? You fucking start believing in God.
It makes people like that start believing. And I don't know. They told me I would never walk again, bro. And then one day, one of the nurses comes in. I think his name was Pedro. No. Was it Pedro? I don't know. Most of the RNs are Filipinos, you know? They're mostly all Filipinos. So he comes in, he's like, what do you mean, Leonardo? You can walk. I'm like, that's what they tell me. He's like, no, come on. He grabs a fucking big-ass the needle from the syringes, and he poked somewhere, and first he starts poking my legs, and I couldn't feel shit.
Okay.
And he poked somewhere at the bottom of my foot. I swear to God, my foot flew in there, almost hit my fucking chest. I'm like, whoa. He's like, no. He's like, it still moves, and the nerve is still alive. So, you know, he's like, it doesn't make any sense. And then they started picking me up, you know, like at St. Francis Hospital, because that's where they saved my life. And if any of the doctors ever get to watch this, I just want to thank them for saving my life, for giving my mom back her son. You know what I mean? Because I think if I would have died, there's a lot of mothers who can go. No mother should lose a child, right? But I think there's a lot of mothers who no matter what, they can endure the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that my mom. I think I would have probably took my mom with me, to be honest. Like,
because of the connection. I mean, it's almost like you guys have like a deeper soul connection.
My mom is all I have, bro. My mom and my brothers is all I have. You know, because we grew up. I grew up sleeping on the floor, bro. You know, and I grew up sleeping on the floor with me, my mom, and my two brothers, dude. We used to sleep 2 blankets on the floor, and we each had our own pillow and 2 blankets, one for me and my mom, and one for my 2 brothers. And we slept like that until I was like 13. We slept on the floor. My mom came from Mexico, and you know, my brothers weren't born here. I'm the only one who's actually born here. So, you know, I remember always going with my mom to sell fucking food, or I remember
hustling.
There was always kids at the house, so I didn't fucking know because my mom used to take care of kids. My mom was always ironing someone's clothes. My mom was always doing someone's laundry. My mom was always making somebody food. My mom was always taking care of some viejito down the street. And then when I was like fucking 13, I remember every day in the morning during summers and stuff like that, going with my mom to clean these rich people's houses in Downey, you know? And I would just be with my mom, and I'll help her fucking, you know, vacuum the room or something like that. So, you know, my mom didn't make much, you know, and sometimes the guy would give my mom $100, and the wife would come in and be like, no, that's too much. Here, take 60. You know, like, what the fuck?
You're like, bro, did you just realize what we did?
You know, but so even then, I remember my mom would always had me with fresh shoes. My mom always had me with my Jordans. My mom always had me. I remember that when the PSP came out, she bought me my PSP, and I couldn't believe it, bro. I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was so fucking happy, and I couldn't believe it because I remember there was a GameStop in Linwood, and we used to always stop at the bus stop on Atlantic, more towards MLK, and then that time we stopped at Imperial. So I'm like, why are we stopping here? I thought she was taking me to a McDonald's.
Spidey senses rang.
Yeah, I thought she was taking me to a McDonald's, but we ended up stopping at the GameStop, and that shit was the shit. You know, and she bought me my PSP, and I was like, wow, my own fucking PSP.
It's that motherly, like, selfless love, bro.
Yeah, dude, and I think about it because me as a father, like, I love my son, dude, but I see the things, you know, the mothers do. You know, my baby mom can be whatever she wants to be, but my son, he needs for nothing. You know, he wants for nothing. You know what I mean? I try to give it to him, and if I can't, because there's times that I can't. You know, that's another thing that people should understand, that all these fucking people on Instagram that's showing out this and that, 90% of the time they don't got shit, dude. 90% of the time they don't got shit. You know what I mean?
Even if you do have a badass car, it's a good possibility that who owns it? The bank.
Yeah, the bank lien holders, bro. Come on.
So there's no point in you even pretending to be like, oh, I'm Mr. fucking flossing and shit. Yeah. That's why I really love like fools like Jay-Z, because they spit real economic sense. Like, don't buy something unless you can afford it twice.
Yeah.
And then you can really feel like Mr. Big Baller.
Yeah,
otherwise, just keep it straight.
Yeah, keep it straight. And that's a good point, because I used to have a different lifestyle, you know, before I got shot, you know, when I was doing it with Comando Suicida, you know, and these other little fucking hustles, you know, I had all the time. You know, I always had a way to make money, and right now it's a little bit harder, you know, it's a little bit harder, just a little bit harder. I don't trust much. You know what I mean? I don't trust much at all.
You have to fucking watch over your shoulder a lot more.
Yeah, no, of course, but you can't live your life like that. I can't live my life scared. I have fucking really bad PTSD. But what is that gonna get me? Is that gonna get me anywhere?
No.
No, it's not gonna get me anywhere, bro. So what I have to do is just keep it forward. I have to push Leito Diaz forward. That's what would you call it, like your alter ego type of shit?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I have to push that forward. That Leito Diaz is my stronghold. That's why I feel safe. That's where I'm the man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's when
Showtime starts.
Showtime starts, bro. And I compose my own music. I write my own music. Thank God that I was blessed to be able to learn how to play instruments.
Right.
And sing. I may not sing the best, but I try.
But you sing extremely well.
Thank you.
So, I mean, I'm sure it's because like when you become very, very highly skilled at something, you become very nuanced in that form of thinking. So you start maybe not always comparing yourself to the greatest, but naturally you will.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Just like Kobe eventually ended up getting compared to Jordan. It just had to be. You become so good that you get out of a small pond and you get into a bigger ocean. So the competition is just gonna get better and better and better and better. And you're obviously in a place where you're like, I know motherfuckers that sing really fucking great.
Yeah. Oh, and I remember I told you that Adelaide Perez was like my fucking idol.
Yeah.
So when my baby mom was pregnant, I think I was 19 years old because he was born when I was 20. No, my son was born when I turned 21. So she was 20 years old or 19, I think. Mm-hmm. So I remember I got a chance, bro. I used to want to play the accordion, and my friend Chele Velez, he used to always play with Adelaide Perez, and Chele was super cool with me, man. Super cool with me. And I remember he used to teach me how to play the accordion because I wanted to know how to play the accordion. And one day he was like stressed out. I'm like, what happened? He's like, nah, well, I got a tour in Texas with Adelaide Perez, but I don't got no one that plays Bajo Quinto. And, you know, my Bajo Quinto doesn't have a fucking visa, so he can't come over here. Or he doesn't want to travel, you know, he doesn't have papers or whatever. And I'm like, I'll go. He's like, bro, you don't even know how to play Bajo Quinto. I'm like, I'll learn. He's like, well, the gig's this weekend. We take off for a tour for like a month. And I'm like, fucking, I went and I borrowed my friend's Bajo Quinto, bro. By that weekend, I learned how to play the fucking Bajo Quinto. Even if it was just the basics. I
it's still insane, bro.
And I fucking went and I played with him all over Texas. And I remember I was so fucking happy. And I finally got a chance to talk to Adelaide because I was so like starstruck, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, trust me, I totally know what it's like.
You know, I was starstruck.
Yeah.
Because in the hood, I was the shit. You know, in the hood, people knew about me.
Yeah, you're Mr. Hot Shit.
Yeah, over here, locally, which is
Yeah.
what I'm saying about, you know, being the shit locally. That's not my goal. My goal is to be known for the day that I die, bro, for people to be like, damn, put that track on, put Leito on.
Some international shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be the fucking... I don't want to be that artist who's hot when he dies. You know what I mean?
Like, tell me that you love me now, not when I'm dead.
Yeah, I don't want to be that artist that's hot when he dies. Pac was always hot, you know. Nip, I never really cared for him, you know what I mean?
But same deal, though. Same deal,
though. He died and he became super hot.
Hotter than he ever was.
Pop Smoke, I never heard of him. He got.
Yeah, he was a guy from Hollywood. I quite frankly have.
You know, he got killed and then his music started blowing up, TMZ, this and that. But you know, I don't want to be like that. But ya pa qué sirve?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to be that guy. I want to be that fucking guy that to represent Linwood. You know, I want to be that guy to put Linwood on the map. You know, I want to put Linwood on the map. I want everybody talks about South Central. Everybody talks about all this shit. I want to put Linwood on the map. You know, I love Linwood with my heart is. So I almost lost my life in Linwood. I wasn't born in Linwood, but I was raised in Linwood.
That's fucking hella symbolic, bro.
You know what I mean?
Like trying to put on, cause like when people, I don't think a lot of people understand. When we talk about like our neighborhoods, we talk about it from a deep sense of love because we know the marginalization that has been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Our people are suffering. And we need people, not necessarily to lead us with their hands, but models. Like a model.
Yeah, bro.
That's doing something so badass that makes you feel like I can do it too.
Yeah.
From a little kid. Fool from HP, it's the same shit. I don't have nobody from Huntington Park that did some crazy badass shit, whether it be in sports, whether it be in art, whether it be in anything, media, whatever, you name it. We don't have those people.
No, we
South
don't.
Central, Compton, they've been having people.
Yeah, they have.
So, man, I totally get that feeling, man. And it comes from a deep sense of love and just being like, I want to do some shit. I want to create a legacy. I want to make sure that for years to come, after I die, like, people knew who I was.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, that's what I want to be. You know, so, like I said, Instagram, dude, has inspired me a lot. Believe it or not, Instagram, out of all fucking things. Because people actually show me the love through there, bro. I have people who actually message me like, Leo, man, we love you. You don't know. When I heard what happened to you, I prayed for you and cried. My mom prayed for you and cried. I want to go play for some girl the other day. I met her mom once. But I'm always the type of person that when I get to a gig, to a tocada, I say, saludo a todos. ¿Cómo está? Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, muchas gracias, con permiso, que Dios los bendiga. You know what I mean? I'm always that fucking person. You know what I mean? If someone's a little short, hey, I'm a little short, but I really want to get you another hour. It's my birthday. Don't worry about it. Just pay the guys.
I got you.
Pay the guys. Don't worry about me. You know? Pay me what you owe me first.
For sure. I mean, that's
so for sure,
you know?
because you know, your word is your bond. So,
So
stuff like that. But you know, I always try to hook people up, or and there's been a lot of people that I never expected that I know for a fact prayed for me. I know for a fact cried for me. And it's crazy, you know, when I bump into certain people and they see me, they're like, Leo? Like, no, mijito, ven pa' acá, como, you know, like
I thought you was dead.
Like, I thought that was it. There's people that came up to me like, damn, bro, they put rest in peace. They put rest in peace, Leo, on Facebook. They put rest in peace, Leo, on Instagram. I thought you were dead.
Right.
And they're so happy to know
shit,
I'm
after
not.
getting 25 fucking bullets, like, you're assuming to be dead.
Yeah. I still got 4 of them in my fucking back. They weren't able to take them out. But, you know, man, I just want to be, I think there's only one God and we can never be God, you know, but I want to be a role model, you know, not someone to idolize, no. Just someone to look up to, for someone to be like, there, look at him. You know, he was out for the count. His own boy tried to smoke him. And look at this guy. That's what I was afraid of, bro. That's what I was afraid of, because I think that what happened to me wasn't so much for the money, you know, for whatever I got jacked for. I don't think it was so much for that. I think it was hate. I think it was envy. And I'm not scared to say that. You know, I'm gonna speak my mind. Cause if you speak, you'll be free. You know what I mean? So I think I gotta say I don't think it was much of that. So when I started doing my music again, it was like I was scared. I was.
There's a sense of anxiety, you know,
because it was like, fuck. This is I don't want the person who did this to me to feel like, hey, look at me, I'm still good. You didn't do nothing to me. Nice try.
So I'm guessing this person ended up getting freeze.
Yeah, no, this person, he was never apprehended. He was never caught, and honestly, for that person, may God bless him. You know, may God bless his soul. May God bless him, because you don't do that shit to people. You know, you don't do that to people, and I just feel that you know, whatever he did, that's on him. That's not on me. I know I didn't do wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I know I was trying to be a good friend. I know I got done dirty. I'm the victim here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I was trying to take out my music, it was I was just nervous. Like, damn, you know, I'm gonna make it known that I'm okay, because I kind of just wanted to stay in the shadows. I kind of just wanted to do my life. But then I said to myself, fuck, I can't work.
Right.
I can't work no more. Who's gonna hire me? I'm a fucking felon. The only jobs you can get is unloading containers and fucking doing construction.
The life of
and I can't fucking do it because I'm disabled now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Physically disabled. So how am I gonna do that? How? What the fuck am I gonna do? I gotta find some type of way of making money. I'm not going back to whatever I used to do. I'm not doing that no more. That'll be a slap to God's face.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Like, I'm giving you a second chance, bro. like you were basically 6 feet underground.
Yeah.
And I rose you from the dead, bro. A fucking miracle.
A miracle. And it's nothing short of a miracle.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. God loves me. God loves it. God loves every single one of us. And I would never in a million years, you would never hear me speak like that about God. That He loves you. No, but God does love you. God is love. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
And for God to have left me here, I just felt why be scared if God is on my side.
Like you already got that armor, right?
Yeah. So it gives you an instant sense of protection when you think about God. So what did I do? I had some money saved up, and I had a couple $1,000s that I had saved up from like my disability. From my disability, bro, from all things, because I worked in construction for like 3 years.
Okay.
And I learned how to frame. I learned how to drive. You know, I used to work.
Yeah.
You know, hard labor, framing, and so from when I worked then, I was able to get disability. Yeah, from whatever.
For sure.
So they gave me some disability money, and I had much to spend on. You know, so I was just saving it, and then I said, man, this last of my money, I'm gonna make a fucking comeback. I'm gonna fucking talk. I was like, who do I know that can help me right now? Who's hot? You know, who can help me? Who do I know that I can ask for a favor? And I didn't want to do it because I was afraid to get turned down. And I'm a person who's super afraid of rejection. You know what I mean?
Because, and I would never imagine that, bro.
You know what I mean?
You seem real outgoing, obviously very bright. Yeah. Like, you seem like you'll fucking come up to anybody and be like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, and you see, and I'm not. I'm a person who's super afraid of rejection, whether it's with the ladies, whether it's with business, you know, or whatever. And I remember I hit up my boy Juju from Hombres de Ley, right? And I hit him up and I told him, hey, what's up? You know, you think that we could get something going? He said, yeah. And then, you know, it kind of didn't go nowhere from there. It was just talk until one day I remember I called and I made I set up a date with compa Paco, the guy that has his own YouTube, right? So I set something up with him, and then I set up the date. I called Hombres de Ley. I showed him the tracks, which was Cámaras de Rejection, was something I wrote when I was locked up. I showed him El Mini 6, which was actually that song that I recorded is actually symbolic. It's a symbolic song that I sang, and it symbolizes my initiation into the music, my youth, my being fucking 14, leaning up against the car singing with almost 1 million views on the damn video, you know? And I'm talking 1 million hard views, not like the 1 million views now that you get because someone just leaves the YouTube on, you know, to play whatever's next. No, like people will go and listen to that track.
Real genuine support.
Real genuine support, you know? Because I feel that a lot of the views that are on videos right now, I don't find value to them anymore. You know what I mean?
So where is the value in expressing yourself creatively as an artist?
For me?
Yeah.
For me, the value for me, and you see what you said, what is success? Remember you just said, what is success? You said, what is success earlier? You see, because we tend to think success, oh, spotlight, oh, TV, oh, no, that's not just success, bro. Being success, I'm successful now in my own way. I'm successful now. Why? Because against all odds, I'm here. You know what I mean? That's success. You know, I have love from people. That's success. You know, so I was successful in what I wanted to accomplish, and I'm accomplishing little by little. Being here with you, that's an accomplishment. I feel very happy to be here. I feel very happy to talk to you. I feel very happy. This is the first time I ever do an interview like this after whatever happened to me. So the real value for me, it's with the people. When they have real genuine interest in what you're doing, when they have real genuine when they're genuinely happy for you. Like, damn, bro, I see you, you're doing it. You know, and it's like, yeah, I kind of am, huh? You know? You know what I mean?
It's almost as if it's a weird form of seeking validation from people because you can sense their love, and that love just fuels your own passion to be like, you know what? You guys are really fucking with me, so I'm gonna keep creating fucking content for you.
How'd you start doing this podcast shit, bro?
Honestly, bro,
you just started it?
I'm one of those fucking sporadic thinkers where like I get these fucking splurges and I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and some things don't work out, straight up. But the podcast, bro, has been probably one of my most successful projects. And why do I say that? Again, it's not because I'm popular. Like, nobody really knows who I am.
Yeah.
But when I have this conversation, it makes me feel like I have a purpose.
Bro, you're going into somebody's life.
Yeah.
You're literally going into somebody's life.
And you know what I say? Our stories are the language of our soul.
They are, bro.
And I'm doing this and I'm putting this shit digitally for fucking eternity.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be there forever.
Technology's only gonna get more insane.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, to the point where, I don't want to get too deeply into that because it's a whole other fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah,
you know? But essentially, the reason why I started doing this, bro, is because I've always had great conversations. Ever since I was a little kid. I don't care who it was, older, smarter, whatever. One-on-one, I just had great conversations. Yeah. And in my head, I always wanted to do a podcast. Yeah. And one of my biggest role models in the podcast game is Joe Rogan. Yeah, and Joe Rogan's a fucking legend, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about all his guests, perrones to the max. You know? Yeah. So I got the idea from him and one of my homies, Angel, one of my closest supporters. He was the one that motivated me from the beginning, and for like a year, because I started last year. And like a year before then, that's when I was like, man, I need to do this shit. And we would just sit down together all the time. And then eventually, he just started throwing me names, bro. He started throwing me names and ideas. And Drippy Faucet was the one that stuck the most, because it's what's my intention behind all of this? So when you think about a faucet, what comes out of a faucet usually?
Yeah, water.
Exactly. And what is water?
Life. Man.
Exactly. So when you watch this, I hope for you to be inspired, not to follow my path or to follow your path, but to follow your own genuine path.
Yeah.
And that's the future, bro. Is that people have never really taught us to be passionate. People have never really taught us to pursue your crazy dream. People teach us how to do the 9 to 5.
Yeah, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I never put people down, but I know there's more.
Yeah.
I know there's more. And I don't know. I don't know what can happen. But what I do know, bro, is that I started this because I wanted to inspire people, and I wanted to teach people, and eventually I want like thousands of people to be able to learn from the situation.
Yeah, I want to put him on because of him, dude. He's opening a lot of doors for me. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
He's opening a lot of doors for me, and you know, the guy, his intentions are genuine. That guy went to my house.
So how do you've been through some fucked up shit, bro.
Fucked up
and
shit,
you thought that guy's intentions were good. So as a grown man today, like, how do you fucking
you see
feel and figure out?
You see, a real friend consists of a person who doesn't want nothing from you.
Facts.
Whether it's genuine love for that person, you know, because at the end of the day, everything is plus conveniencia. At the end of the day, you know, I'm here with you because I want to say my story. You're here with me because you need content, right? Even as little as it is, or even if it's not bad, but it's convenient, right? 100%. You know, for him it's convenient. At the end of the day, if I hit, you know, he's my manager. I'm under his label, which he started. You know, that I'm his only artist at the moment. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's convenience for him for that. But I know if I hit this guy up like, hey bro, like I'm in this situation, or you know, he'll be like, don't worry, brother. Don't worry, brother. I got you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
But you know what? I want to say something about like that whole little situation that you just brought up. There's a difference between using people and utilizing people. Using people is some abusive shit where in your head, I'm setting you up for fame.
Yeah. And making you think you're good, yeah.
Exactly. Utilization is like, bro, I got you. You gotta be but it comes out of a place of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's a very different thing. I've used people before.
Yeah, of course. I think we all have.
You know, but
it's human nature.
Yeah, but part of being a mature person is like you try to figure out how not to be such a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
But that only comes with experience, bro.
How old are you right now?
I'm 27, bro. Today's my birthday, fool.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday. Shit, tell me I would have bought the guitar, sing me the song, man.
I didn't want to. That's another thing about me. Like, I don't like to overdo shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm like, I just met you. What the fuck am I going to ask this fool to start performing for me and shit?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, I should have brought my guitar regardless because, sing a song or two for the podcast.
And I was going to say, I was like, hey, fool, I mean, at the end of the day, you could always go a cappella.
Yeah, no, we'll see something right now. Now we'll do a part 2 to this shit, later,
Yeah, there'll be time, bro.
What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel
Drippy
is
Faucet, you said?
Drippy. So you type in Drippy Faucet Media. Drippy Faucet Media.
That's dope. That's a catchy ass name.
It's cool. Oh look, I want to give you some stickers and shit. I don't have much, man, but
no, it's
just some cool little stickers and shit.
Oh, this is dope, dude.
But that's the logo, man.
Who did the logo for you?
Dude, this guy went AWOL, bro.
No way, he just disappeared?
Yeah, he disappeared. Fucking cut off on his social media. And that's the only place I knew him from. And at the end of the day, it's for the same reason, bro. I do this for myself.
That's good, man. As long as it brings joy to you, you gotta love what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because if not, it's pointless. Now you're wasting your time.
Why would you do it?
Yeah, now you're wasting your time.
And like you were saying earlier, bro, you started doing shit for money, and it kind of takes away the
genuine passion.
That passion, dog. Like that, I love this shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know a pretty big time comedian. I wouldn't say he's big time, but he's been at a comedy store. Are you a fan of comedy?
Super.
Have you been to the comedy store?
And I here in New York, I have.
Okay, I'm sure it's the same caliber.
Yeah.
Right? Those guys are geniuses, bro. Like, the way I see them engage, it's almost like if you're in a spell.
Yeah.
You're following their thinking, and then at the end, they just, bah!
Yeah.
And that's the laugh.
That's the laugh, is the punch.
So, I'm actually a teacher, bro. Like, that's how I make my money.
No way.
Yeah. And so
where do you teach at?
I used to teach at Jordan and Watts.
No way.
Yeah. But my school, they ended up closing it down, so I had to find housing somewhere else. Which now I'm over there fucking working in East LA. Way different neighborhood.
What do you teach though?
Well, I've been teaching government, econ, ethnic studies, world history.
What did you major in, bro?
History.
I love history, bro.
Yeah. You know what? A lot of people don't like it.
I love history.
Yeah.
I love history, even though most of it is bullshit because, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you gotta, that's
because
the part about history.
Winners write history,
For
bro.
sure. But the thing about history that makes it so much better is when you start comparing narratives.
Yeah.
Evidently, we got a new guest in here walking in. His name is Gabriel. He is the manager of Leito. And we're just going to kind of add him into the conversation. Make sure that we get a story, right? A story that's a little bit more complete. And every artist needs a team, right? I don't know a single artist that makes it happen without a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're the manager, that means that you got his back.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So a simple question would be, how did you find this guy?
Funny thing is that I've been knowing this guy since he was 10 years old, to be honest. A friend of mine is actually very close to his family, but I've been following him since years ago, since he was a kid.
But I didn't remember you.
He didn't remember because he was I was in the background always with the crowd, but I would always see him. I saw him since he was small. Always seen something in him, something different.
Yeah. Well, what did you see? I mean, okay, little kids are weird and crazy.
Yeah.
What was it about him in particular as a child where you're like, what the fuck? Like, this guy has a certain vibe.
Just a uniqueness, something different. His tone, his way of singing, his style. So it was something that differentiated him from other artists. So, I mean, pretty much a uniqueness in him, his style, pretty much, you know. And then talented
over here.
Talented as well with the guitar, you know. Let's not mention that, but yeah, definitely. But I mean,
so what got you involved in the managing game? Or what gave you that idea where you're like, you know what, I want to be a music manager?
No, you know what? Funny thing is that I've always been around it. You know, I've been around people that are into the music industry, but just recently with this whole COVID, I'm actually a supervisor at the airport.
Okay.
So just an opportunity opened up with a friend of mine, which is Wounded.
Okay.
Wounded Enterprises. So, and he saw something in him, and we both did. So we came together to an agreement to just make something happen out of it.
With Afterlife Music.
With Afterlife Music.
Okay, which is why you said that they Wounded specifically made Afterlife to suit your genre of music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Wounded is more of a like corridos tumbados, no, or trap.
Yeah.
That trap style that they're making, and you know, that's not me. It's just not me. You know what I mean? So they know that, and I think that from my point of view, I think it was, you know, to have a little bit of like variety. You know what I mean? To have a little more of different artists, because I think. A lot of people tell me, why Wounded, you know? Why Afterlife? Why would you go with that? A lot of people ask me that, you know? Like, that's not you. You know what I mean? You don't sing about...
The shit that they're talking about.
They're talking about, which is working for them. You know, that's what I tell them all the time. Like,
keep
your
shit.
You know, like, I'm going to keep my style. They tell me keep your style. You know, just rock with it a little bit. See how you feel about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just the other day, when was it? Yesterday?
Yeah.
We took out a jam, which is a song that I wrote like 7 years ago, something like that. It's called Transitando Serratero, right? And it's crazy because in that song I talk about that the guys, they're in the car always with the windows up, smoking weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And burning out and at the races and all this other stuff, and it's like. And now everybody's talking about weed.
For sure, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's the thing now. Also, we recorded a love song that I wrote over a heartbreak that I had that we spoke about earlier, and that song, everybody tells me, oh, it sounds like Cristian Nodal. It sounds like Cristian Nodal. It sounds like a Cristian Nodal song. And I'm like, bro, I wrote it 6 years ago. Cristian Nodal came in what?
Before that.
You know, I was way before that. You know, so
right.
I'd like to think that I was a little bit ahead of my time back then, but I didn't know how to
market,
how to capitalize on it. You know what I mean? How to do it. I guess there was just nobody that really. I think that if there were to be at that moment, but it doesn't matter because everything leads to something, right?
That's what it is, right?
Every left will take you to, you know.
Right.
I believe in that.
For sure.
I believe certain things happen.
I agree.
What if he would have made a left instead of a right? He would have never got ran over and died, type shit, right? So to me, it's like I think at that given time and moment, I think there wasn't anybody there to guide me. Or if there was, I didn't see them because I was so lost in the sauce, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blinded by your own inhibitions.
Blinded by my own whatever the fuck I had going on in my
quest,
life.
bro. The quest.
You know, so I think that at that point, I think I was just like, maybe I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it, you know. I wasn't ready for it. We did good. Comando Sucia did really good. You know, we had a few hits. You know, I guess you can say hits. They were local hits. At least they were for me. People can think whatever they want. I'm speaking for myself. You know, I had Rota La Sangre. I wrote that when I was like 15, and a lot of people know me because of that song. And they used to make fun of me. Because I used to sing funny, right? I used to sing funny, and that's crazy because that style that I used to sing, it was because I was going through puberty.
You know what that reminds me a little bit of, like Adan. Chalino Sanchez in that stage before his like dope music.
Yeah.
He was another guy, right? That dies, and then everyone's like, oh, that's Chalino Sanchez, you know?
Yeah.
But I was too young. Of course, I didn't pick it up until he died because I was fucking 7 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, I mean, that's still the point. So, in the madness, right, of everything that's happened in this guy's life, what is your role as, I don't know, manager, friend?
Well, here's the thing. Like he said, you know, I've known him for years since he was a kid. You know, he actually lived a fast life. I can tell you that much. You know, grew up fast. You know, he was doing things that we would normally do at the age of 20-some. He was already doing it at 13, 14.
That's
you know,
true.
you know. So I seen his way. You know, I've known him for, you know, we've been in, you know, in the family, but you know, I know that he had his few, you know, sidetracked moments that led him to other, you know, things. But my role, like I've always told him, is to keep him in the right direction, lead him, you know, set him up, whatever, you know. Pretty much, we're entering a vehicle that's already heading somewhere, and pretty much we're just trying to bring him in and guide him to it, and make him, you know, make them shine, pretty much expose them, market them right, because I mean, that's nowadays is what it's all about, you know, marketing, you know, the marketing strategies. But I mean, we're hoping that by collaborating with a few artists, they're able to chance to be recognized more, because I mean,
So I have that exposure.
exposure.
You know
So who are some of those artists that, I don't know, can you talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a few plans. I mean, but it's really to see what fits his style. Because I mean, we have a couple of artists that, like he for example, on a future project that we have working is with Máximo Grado.
Fuck.
So I mean,
Congratulations, brother.
it fits more into his
Style.
His style, you know.
So let me ask you a question, brother. How much are you willing to bend your own style to fit more mainstream opportunity?
I think there's a lot of songs that I write there that have the potential to be commercial songs. You know what I mean? Like that love song that I'm
I
saying.
feel you. And the radio, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that radio, you know, there could be commercial, but I don't want to be that one hit wonder. So how much am I trying to? I'll go right to the brink. You know what I mean? I'll go right to the brink of right before I like totally go into the.
I feel you. You're like, damn, I don't have, like, I have to.
You know, like at the studio, there's always los asociados, and it's crazy. You know, like for me, it was this the first time I ever went to Wounded. I went to Wounded, and well, it wasn't the first time, but the first time I went as Leito Diaz, right, as my project that I started, because when he came to me, I had already took out a few videos, and I was making a little bit of noise. You know what I mean? So I think everybody was just surprised. Like, no way, this fucking guy came back. I thought he got shot. I thought he died. You know what I mean? So first time I go to Wounded, and then he has a project, and it was Marito Aguilar. He used to play with Máximo Grado. He used to be in Grupo Atracción, which was Wounded's only group at the time, right?
He's a pretty much a music producer. He composes.
He's a badass. He's
for Del Records.
for Del, for Gerardo, for everybody.
All the instrumental parts.
So he's the real magician behind the scenes.
Yeah, pretty much. He's the one that.
For what we've taken out so far.
No, but as far as
for other people, for greats.
Oh yeah.
Like for the mainstream.
He has him. He's played with Jenny Rivera. He's been up there, but
basically
I mean,
like well connected.
Yeah, definitely.
So for me to get the chance to be around people like that, it was like an accordionist that I my whole time I've been like, what the fuck, Marito? And then to just be fun, the first time I go there, be sitting from here to there with Marito like, ¿qué onda, güey? ¿Cuál vamos a sacar? A ver, déjame loco. You know, like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, just talking to me like I'm a normal person. Because as humans, I think we tend to overthink things.
Yes.
What am I gonna do with Amino? What am I gonna say? Or in bad situations, like when you get called by anybody, you're already thinking the worst, and then you get there, there's nothing like that. You know, so to me, the first time I ever seen him, and then we recorded, what did we record? We recorded Las Tres Flechas and El Flaco. So, you know, We recorded, and then this also. This is what I was talking about. Like people that are over at Wounded, like los asociados. Just so they demo with Javi from Arsenal Efectivo, and like to be honest, bro, like I didn't even know who the fuck they were. Like Gabriel from Asociados, like I didn't know, like. You know, and there was a little thing, you know, that happened that day because I didn't know who he was, and there was a plan, and you know, and you know, at the end, so there was another musician that came in to record something, you know, so it was kind of a misunderstanding. And then once I got to understand the role, once I got to understand the music, once I got into YouTube and like, what? They have millions of views and millions of followers?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Damn. You know, I'm fucking up. I need to get on board. I need to get on board with this shit. I need to be right. You know, kiss ass to nobody, of course, never. I don't think I would.
But look for opportunities.
But look for opportunities.
Adapt.
Adapt.
You know,
that's the thing, right? It's like
sometimes a change, you know, people see it as a scary thing. You know, why am I gonna? But sometimes it could lead to something good. Like I told them, let's not change your style, but at the same time blend it in with what's going on. Because it's what people want right now. You know, it's what's hitting. So we pretty much did a song with Javi, which pretty much threw a little bit of the style that is going on now with his own music that he had way before, but
they threw in their sauce on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to make it relevant.
Yeah, relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So something that like Leito Diaz, let's check them out, and then they hear the little slap of the bass and the bajoloche, and they're like, okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm not going. That's how far I would go.
Right.
That's the answer to your question. That's as far as I would go. As to just fuck with their style, but keep my style of composing. But the production, it's okay. They could, you know.
You can add the ad-libs, right?
You know what I mean? You can add that funk, that style, that you know, your vibe.
It's like merging two really good recipes together.
Bro, people don't give a fuck about lyrics anymore.
Or it be real bad.
People don't give a shit about lyrics anymore. People just care about beats, bro. You know?
I don't like that shit.
There's no message to the music.
I'm not a fan of that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I'm partly a fan. Oh, you want to play some ratchet shit? Let's get ratchet.
Yeah.
But I want to think about shit. I want your shit to touch my heart and make me feel like, wow, love is real.
Something that could be relevant, that it could be, you know, fit to everybody. But I mean, it's.
I don't think my opinion on music is the most I guess relevant standard for music. I think most people do want just some party shit.
Yeah,
like we're about to turn up
some
tonight.
Pitbull and shit.
Yeah. But at the same time, I think it's important to just kind of be able to provide the public some variety.
Yeah.
And just be like, I'm not a one-dimensional fighter.
Exactly. That's what one of my friends. Shout out to my friend Cade Ivan from Linwood. He tells me, look, compa, this is what I like about you, and I'm not trying to, you know, fucking flower or, you know, like pump myself up or shit like that. He just tells me, look, you throw in yourself with guitars, you got it. You throw yourself in with norteño, you got it. You throw yourself in with banda, you got it. You know, you're showing people, throw this at me and I got it. That's what I'm trying to. I'm not trying to prove shit to nobody. You know, I'm just trying to do me. I'm trying to. Fuck this cop, he got some punk. You know what I mean?
I'm like, damn, well, I wish I had a little bit of that, but then I don't.
Yeah, I just want to be as great as I can be.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
That's it. At the end of the day, I just want to be like I said. I don't know if that's the right word for alter ego, right? You know,
sure. I mean, it explains perfectly what you're trying to say, right? Is that when I'm that person, I'm unstoppable, I'm invincible, I'm the shit. Can't nobody stop me. Watch me.
Yeah, watch me.
You know, it's almost like a drug.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
it is. But what I'm being careful with now, with everything that we spoke about before, all those wrong things I did, all those bad vices.
Yeah.
I don't want to get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean?
So, what are you gonna do, man? Like, what type of structures are you setting up before yourself so that those temptations, those moments that can easily lead you astray or into that hole, that's not gonna happen again?
Well, first of all, it starts with believing in yourself. You know, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe you can do it. You gotta manifest it, like you said. You know, and I truly do believe it. That I believe. So the last words I said when I got shot, what I told that man, I said, I don't want to die. Last words I said. And after that, I closed my eyes, and 3 days later, I woke up with all kinds of machines, you know. But I truly believe that me saying, I don't want to die, help me live. How the fuck do you live? You know, I
don't fucking know, dude.
I feel that I threw that out into the universe. You know, and I feel that God heard me. You know?
Yeah.
And I just want to say it. I want to be as great as I speak. I don't want to be that guy that talks a good game.
It doesn't do shit.
It doesn't do shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. You know, I'm not looking for how can I say this? I'm not looking for anybody's approval. I'm not. I'm really not. I just want to do my music, and if people rock with it, they rock with it. You know, it is what it is.
Right. And that's really the type of expression as an artist that I think everyone should tap into, right? Even for myself, in my perspective, my podcast, I'm not doing anything special, but being myself.
Yeah.
And some people love it.
Yeah.
The majority of people will not.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that because the people that do rock with you, they're not going to be fans, they're going to be supporters. Fuck a fan, I need a supporter.
Yeah.
So that when I need the motherfucker to be there, you're going to be there for me when I need you the most. Right?
As it should be. As it should be. Because I feel that all these people now, we live in an era where everything is social media, right?
Yeah.
Everything,
it's like,
bro. you got girls, dude, like literally showing their fucking ass and titties.
All their assets.
Everything, bro, on social media. For what? For 500 likes? For 50,000 followers? That when I see things like that, I mean, it's nice to look at it, right?
Sure.
As a man. But sometimes I stop to think like, damn, girl, one day you're gonna want a husband. Your husband is gonna have to live
with that,
with knowing that every single guy on Instagram knows how your intimacies look.
Right.
Nadie quiere la vieja que todo el mundo le conoce el culo. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody wants that girl.
Right.
Well, I mean, some do.
You want it for a night, but that's it.
You want it for a night, but that's it. You know, and then there's guys, dude, that on social media, man, that they floss and they show this and that, and you know, and it's just like, what the fuck, bro? I know you in real life. I know that's not you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll go through my story and I'll literally see. Well, not anymore because the clubs are closed. But I would literally see like the same bottle being taken a picture of like 30 times
from different fucking angles
by different fools.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Showing off an ace of spade and then they bought it between 20 niggas. You know what I mean?
Right. You're like, you ain't fooling nobody.
You're not fooling me.
I know you don't got them pockets, fool.
You know what I mean? And it's okay to not have money.
Right.
It's okay to like you said, to work a 9 to 5. It's okay to do that. You know, I just think that people should never settle. I think that people shouldn't floss. You know what I mean? Like me. You know, I like to buy like brand name things. You know, and I don't got it like that, but I know that that's what I like, so I'll save up for it. One, because I know they last. You know, you buy yourself a little $20 shirt, that's just gonna rip. You know, la vas a lavar y va a valer verga.
Right.
You know, so you know when you buy things that cost, not necessarily like a fucking Supreme shirt for $300. No, like
there's quality shit out there.
Quality shit.
Yeah.
You know, like Louis Vuitton bags. You know, like I've been having that shit for what, like going on a year now. It's still just like how I bought it. And I like it. You know, and I bought it because not for style, because my hand doesn't work that good. I can't have things in my pockets and be digging in my pockets.
Sweet.
You know,
so it actually serves a
purpose. A purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and it's things like that, and it's like I just think that our youth, and I'm saying our youth like because I think we're still young in a way. We are young, you know. I'm 26 years old, and I think that it's kind of sad, dude, to see where shit's going. You know, in a way, it's very sad. Like, You see like what I'm saying, all these girls, all these fucking guys, but fuck it. Everybody lives their own life, everybody does whatever they want, right? And that's where we fuck up because we kind of put our attention to things that are none of our business. And we invest our energy in it. Like thinking about it and contemplating shit. And shit that you ain't never gonna change.
Right.
That doesn't matter. I need to start focusing on myself. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my structure. Focus on me. Not let down because it's a disrespect. I just see this on Instagram, dude. It's a disrespect to lack and to fucking slack off to people who truly believe in you. It's disrespectful. It's like this guy, he came to my door and looked for me and knocked for me and offered me this and that. And I did it because it's an opportunity. It's more than I could dream of. To have someone back me up, to have a company back me up. In my projects, in my dreams, in my thoughts, in my whatever,
Right.
To make things happen.
Right. You can't just do it by yourself, bro.
No, I got a dueto coming up with dueto con Sentido. Got some videos coming up with them. Hopefully that the Máximo Grado thing comes out. I got music with Marito now. Just that track with Javier from Arsenal Efectivo. I got my own tracks. I got my own videos.
You got a lot of your own content, bro.
And it's my own content.
And I feel like you're always gonna have that advantage, bro, because of your own creativity. You're not really withholding to anybody else's ideas or visions, because at any point you're gonna be like, fuck that, bro. I can make my own shit. Yeah. I can compose. I can sing. I can play.
Yeah.
I'm independent.
Yeah.
So I think that's a super legit thing, bro. Like, it's a talent, brother. But like we were talking about earlier, some of the most talented people that I grew up with, they got into drugs, and they just didn't do what they could have done with their lives.
Yeah, their full potential.
Yeah, and it hurts me, and it pains me. But at the end of the day, those who work hard are rewarded.
Oh yeah.
So I feel a lot of empathy for them, and I will help as much as I can, even if it is just a conversation and humanizing you in your lowest point. But at the end of the day, you can't always do everything for everybody.
Oh no, bro, you can't. You'll kill yourself.
Exactly.
They say that hard work beats talent all the time when talent likes to work hard, you know what I mean?
True.
So
facts.
I liked to work hard and I want to work hard now.
Right.
I want to work hard now and I have all these ideas and I always call them and I'm like, hey Gabriel, can we do this? Yeah, brother, just let me check it out, let me see how we're doing financially, what we can do, budget wise or whatever. You know what I mean? So I got a video coming out on my first official music video. You know what I mean? To me, to be on all digital platforms, that's a blessing, and I'm not on there yet, but I know I'm going to be.
Right.
To have content out there, that's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Anything after the day I got fucking shot that last bullet from the moment I woke up every single day is a plus. Every single day, bro. So every single fucking breath, every single word I speak is a blessing, bro. I feel blessed. So anything I could do, any print I could leave, cualquier huella que pueda dejar yo in this world,
that I existed.
Yeah. Like you said, this video will probably be thrown out and be on the internet and live on the internet. Who knows? For hundreds of years.
As long as human civilization exists.
Yes. So, I just feel that I'm blessed, man.
You are indeed. So, Leito, man, it's been such a fucking pleasure, brother. Immense. This podcast could probably be like 4 hours legitimately.
Yeah.
Right? But if there was one last thing that you would like your supporters, your fans to know before we end this, what is that one thing that they can take?
I just think, value what everything that God gives you, because not every day is promised, man. You know what I mean? Be careful who you trust. Be careful. Be very careful who you trust. And just wait for that heat. Wait for that fire. Wait for that good music from Leito Diaz. Con la aguja hasta el tope, you know what I mean?
And where can they find you?
Instagram, Leito Diaz. Facebook, Leito Diaz. YouTube, Leito Diaz. Instagram is actually Leito Diaz 27.
And estamos, everybody. I love you guys for tuning in, supporting, like, comment, share this with the world, guys. I'm eternally grateful, brother. Thank you so much for showing up. Gabriel, thank you so much for showing up. And as always, guys, love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.